Welcome back to the Creatively Conscious podcast, where we interview industry professional graphic designers and educate beginners through experiences and conversation. You can listen to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Anchor, and you can also watch the action, interaction, and emotion unfold on YouTube. Thanks to everybody who's joining me today. In today's episode, the guest is Ramone, and we're going to be talking about being advantageous with your situation, finding your entrepreneurial calling, and making money online. If you're new to this podcast and enjoy what you see, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And without any hesitation, let's jump into the interview. Hey Ramone, welcome to the Creatively Conscious podcast. It's amazing to have you on today and for you to give us a little bit of your very, very precious time. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you so much, Jacob, for having me here. It's such an honor to be here and talking on your podcast. So thank you so much.
Good, yeah. I'm just going to let the audience know that we've already done 3 minutes of recording and I forgot to actually record the Zoom meeting. So we're kind of repeating ourselves and it is not going as well as the first time. But yeah, for the sake of the audience, can you tell them once more who you are and a little bit about your personal journey?
So I'm actually, I don't know what I am right now actually. But I do social media manager, I do content creation, I do web design, I'm trying to do videos right now. So I'm trying to reach out to businesses around the area. But how I did start my journey was I started around 2014. I started as a WordPress web designer. So I started there as help clients around the area. And at 2020, I found out about the carousel community. So I see these people like Dan Walker, like everybody else is dude, they're so creative. And then they created the good design and they share a lot of amazing value for free. So I was like, let me jump in, And then I made my account. My account was Design Business Online. So I grew my Instagram account 1,000 followers in a month, but I didn't really show up there. I was really scared showing up in front of camera. I was really scared because my English was bad, my grammar was bad, and even my pronunciation was bad. So I was really shy. So I was like, man, I think I need to push myself, right? So in order to push myself, I have to be just jump into the pool. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna create my own. I'm gonna post everything about carousels and about my business and stuff, but in my personal account. So that's how I started my journey right now in Ramone.
Oh, okay. So your current account that's got over 10k followers is the personal account that you had, and you were trying to build a separate page, and you managed to. I mean, you duplicated the success of your 1,000 followers in a month on your personal account, which is very good. And was that part of why you thought to be a social media manager?
No, it was just, it happened like that. So I was just trying, because I started actually was in Facebook. Mm-hmm. So I did grow 1,000 followers there, but Facebook, I didn't really connect with people there. I was just trying to make money, right? So I used ads, I reached out to people around the area, I reached out to Facebook group and stuff. And then I jumped to Instagram just to wanna get clients more, right?
Yeah.
But then it's funny that actually it makes me really connect with people. So it switched my mind that I'm not here just not trying to get clients, but to connect with people, And then I find out that to grow in social media, you have to do that. Then so I was like, I'm enjoying this. So it was just it happened like that. I become social media manager. And then people just coming to my DM hey, can you help me with my business? Hey, can you help me with my account? Can you do this? Can you do that? And until recently, Blue Tick account, 2 of them reached out to me and then hire me as the social media manager.
Amazing.
So it happened like that.
Because this is the same thing that I had. I went onto Instagram. I think a lot of people relate to this because I've heard a lot of people say the similar thing. They start an Instagram account to try and get clients. and they find out actually this community is amazing. The people that I connect with are really engaging and enthusiastic about what I actually am putting out, and I almost enjoy the relationships that I'm building more than trying to put myself in front of clients. And that's definitely where I came. My account developed more when I was like, actually, you know what, I'm going to provide value rather than trying to get money from people. And I think you've experienced a very similar thing there.
Yes.
So when you left school, what did you want to do? Did you think, oh, I'm definitely going to be a web designer, or did you kind of like just land in that as well?
Wow, that's the question that I've been asking for myself too. Actually, I have 2 degrees, nursing and then computer science, right?
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
But then I didn't want to, and I came to the United States. I see how nurses work. It's really hard, and then it's hard to find a job here as a computer science if you're not a citizen, something like that. So I was like, let me find out what else that I can do to make money. So yeah, I didn't even know what I was gonna do though. I didn't even know. It just happened like that.
What year was this?
It was 2014. I came here.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit later than the web boom, I guess. Still.
Sorry about the question. Actually, yeah. After I left school, actually, I work as a agent property.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A property agent. Yeah. So I sell houses and stuff. But in my mind, I didn't want to do that. In my mind, I was like, I want to make money. I want to make $1 million. That's all. And I didn't have like something like I want to do in life. No, I don't have that. Yeah. That's why I'm like kind of jumping like right now. I'm trying to do video and stuff like that. So it's like I'm grabbing opportunity that I can get to help people for right now. So yeah.
So are you like, you're more passion driven than like having a lifetime ambition that you've always wanted to achieve? You're kind of like, you know what, if I'm enjoying this right now, I'm going to do it. And if something comes along later down the line and I enjoy that more, let's jump boat, let's have some fun with it. And I like that about you. It comes through in your personality.
I will remember that answer if somebody asks me next time. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, I guess. I used to sing too. I used to sing all over cities, all over churches. I get paid for that. So yeah,
Ramone
I really enjoy what I'm doing. So,
you posted a video on your story the other day, and I was very, very impressed. I did not expect that from you. You are very good.
Thank you so much.
But you have this kind of entrepreneurial kind of mindset, and I think that also comes through because you're like, actually, what's going to make money? How can I make my $1 million, like you said? And that's kind of led you down these different paths that are like quite fruitful. And what part of the entrepreneurial lifestyle kind of was desirable to you?
Because like this, it opened my mind when especially when COVID happened, right? Like you cannot just have one stream income. You can't, because when you only have one stream income and then you don't get one, you just confused. How do I do it? And then you're just gonna turn to government, like getting check from them, which is, I can't do that. I can't. I'm not that type of person, So I was like, whatever I do, I need to do it. At least I can do it to help people right now.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not gonna be the best, right? But see, this is the thing. A lot of people think like, oh, if I'm gonna be web designer, how am I gonna compete with them, with the professional one? I was like, dude, if you wanna be a web designer, don't go there to compete, but go there to find people that want you. That's what I want.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why I'm like all over the place right now, because and people really like this. A content creation, right? A lot of people coming to me. I'm not a designer at all. I'm like self-taught, and I know what to do with Photoshop, but I barely even use Photoshop. I use Canva.
Okay. Yeah.
people don't see what tools you use. People see the result, right?
100%. Yeah.
So I'm that type of person. I will deliver something to you that what you ask. That's what I
Okay.
am. I think that that's the type of entrepreneurship that I am right now. Like I'm gonna deliver anything that you ask, so we can grow together. So yeah.
Nice. So you kind of, your motivator is, what would you say your motivator is in like a sentence?
My motivator,
Yeah.
like something that motivate me.
Yeah, like what kind of, because obviously you've had lots of things that you've kind of pursued, but like, what is your internal motivator that's kind of made you say, you know what, that's not working, let's go and do something else? Like, what's been that kind of dog that's been like, let's keep going?
I want to be safe, at least in financial situation. I want to be safe, at least. That's why I'm learning property too, because actually property is making me like, oh my God, why am I here, you know? But yeah, that's what I am right now. So I really want the safe, at least I'm safe for the financial, because I don't have to worry. At least if I go to restaurant, I don't want to see the how much menu when I'm gonna buy. I wanted that kind of level, you know.
Yeah,
So yeah,
you want to be like, you know what, anything that I have to pay for is not going to be, you're not going to be worried about it. You're not vulnerable, and you just want to be able to live your life and not have to look at your bank account all the time and be like, can I actually afford this and pay for this? Yeah,
exactly. Okay. I don't really see my bank account right now, but when I go to restaurant, bro, it's like, which one should I buy? The Asian name is still there, bro. So I wanna get out the level. Like I wanna buy this because I want it. You know.
Yeah.
I want that. That's what motivates me every day. So I wake up every day so I can at least wanna be that guy. You know.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. So how do you see your social media manager kind of role developing as you kind of scale your business? Do you see yourself being like, let's say 2 years down the line, you've got so many more clients, you can't be creating all that content for other people. How do you see yourself kind of scaling up?
Actually, I hired somebody already for right now.
Oh, amazing.
So yeah, I hired somebody right now, and we're kind of like divided our jobs for this account, you're gonna handle this account, this account I'm gonna handle this content creation, and I'm gonna handle cold calling and stuff. She's just gonna handle for the social media manager. So yeah, I really wanna in 2 to 3 years, actually I wanna stop working. Actually, stop working for clients and stuff. I wanna make it automation. That's why I'm kind of building it right now. Actually, like for the past couple of weeks, I don't really post on Instagram, right? Because I'm trying to work on my back end. It's really hard, bro. It's really hard. But yeah, I still try to show up. But if we go to the DM, I will answer. I will hang out. We talk a lot in the DM too. So yeah.
Yeah. So kind of, what does automation look like for what you do? How do you create automated systems for content creation?
No, I'm not gonna do content creation for automation. Automation for the income, you know.
Oh, okay.
So I want to build my email list. I'm creating an ebook right now. This is the ebook, the title of the ebook right now I'm making. How I made $10,000 with no money on Instagram. That's what I'm gonna make. This is gonna be for free, but you know, for email marketing. So I'm gonna sell stuff there too, and then for free, and a bunch of good stuff there. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to build there.
Okay,
because
cool.
No matter what, even though Instagram is really big, YouTube is big, Facebook big, but if they cancel them, we don't have anything, right? So we have to have something that we can hold on to, which is email marketing. So that's what I'm trying to build.
So you want to come away from like the trendier kind of platforms, and you want to cement your audience in a trusted kind of manner, and that is kind of email listing for you. How important is email listing?
How important is it?
Yeah, how important is it for people that don't know, that are unaware?
It's like this. That's what I tell. Because every company, even though they're big, no matter what, if stuff happen, they're just gonna cancel, right? So I'm afraid it's gonna cancel my Instagram, and then I don't have anything, you know. That's why I'm creating to build ebook so I can get more email lists for me, so I can sell something, or at least have an inner circle, you know. The way I opened my mind because of the clubhouse too. After I invite you,
Yeah.
Jacob, and I'm not really active there, but somebody invited me to one of the group, and then I listened to them. Oh my god, they're focusing on helping people. It's not just content creation. They're focusing on really building a team,
Okay.
building a back end. So I wanna be that on that level. I don't wanna just create content and then be in the rat race for the vanity metrics, but I wanna build something. I wanna build something that people can enjoy it. People can like I hear this group on Clubhouse last night or 2 nights ago. This guy made a business, a dropshipping business, a T-shirt actually, and then they made a fund for other businesses. So they got for small businesses, they made a fund so they can share the fund, and then they build a team for that. I was like, man, this is not just creating content on Instagram to get followers. No, they're like literally building a team, bro. That's why I was like, man, I want to be that. You know, that's why I want to build that email list so I can, helping people like more personally. You know,
Yeah.
because email list is like more personal. Content creation, people can see what you're doing there, but in email list, they see what like really personal there. It's like you checking email, like, oh, Ramone is giving me something today, something like that.
Do,
So
do you think that having an email list is gives you an opportunity for people to actually want to read you, because read what you're saying, sorry, because on Instagram, like we're given like a 2 to 10 kind of second span for someone to actually consume your content, and a lot of the time people don't read captions, people don't read the words that's actually on your images in your carousels, but people are reading emails, and they are reading the text that you put in emails. Is that a bigger way to actually connect with somebody?
it's like this. I have a product, right? I always tell them that on Instagram, if you want to get attention for your audience, you want to get their attention 3 to 5 seconds, right? In email, you don't have to get their attention actually. You just create good titles there, which is that can value them. Then that's it, you know. And when people go to email, because they really want to read what's going on there. People on Instagram or other social media, they have a bunch of purpose why they open on Instagram. Like if I open on Instagram, I will check my DM, what's going on there, or I will see in the feed, so I can get more exposure. You know what I'm saying? So it's not pure want to read something. Sometimes people just, I want to comment this, fire, which is good because they contribute, I contribute. But if people go into email, they want to read something. They want to see like, oh, what's going on, you know?
Yeah, they're
That's
there
why,
for the reason that you want them to be there.
yes. And then you can just grab them attention for whatever it is, free value, sell something, whatever it is. So yeah, email it's not dead, it's still there.
Okay, nice one. What has being a social media manager and content creator actually taught you about yourself that you didn't know before?
Oh, that's good actually. It taught me that actually I have potential in this world. Actually, it's like I have potential. Like I have something to give to people. That's what I thought.
That's
and
really
then
nice.
yeah, and then it taught me that actually people, what do you call it? This actually people need something, you know, because in social by being social media manager, you have to reach out to people, right? And then it taught me that people need something. We just need to reach out first, you know?
Okay. Yeah. So people might not know. I think, is this what you're trying to say? People don't know where their weaknesses are until you tell them, here's what you might be doing wrong, or until you introduce the value that you're giving them. They don't know where they're at, kind of thing.
Kinda. It's like this. When I post something, and then even though simple things like, hey, you should make a landing page, something like that, right? And then they like blew their mind, like, oh yeah, I need it. You know, it's simple stuff like that. I actually like, hey, this taught me really good that by reminding people like, hey, you need this, you know. So people actually need something. You just have to remind them, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So did yeah. So did being a content creator give you this confidence that you never had? And is that something that you want to develop more? Because you said before you were kind of behind the scenes, you didn't really want to show up as you, and now being able to be on Instagram, having this large audience that you've now crafted, having people that are actually looking at you for the value that you're providing, is that giving you a huge boost in your self-confidence?
Actually, yeah. So I'm actually confident with myself because I used to sing. So I'm, a big stage is like probably like bread and butter for me. But then that was back home, right? Because I speak Indonesian and stuff like that. But here I was like, man, I'm so shy. I'm so embarrassed with my pronunciation and stuff. But yeah, actually, Instagram, content creation, and then social media manager, it really taught me how to show up. Like actually, people don't care about what you think in here. No, people don't care that. People care that if you show up at all, you know. People care that you care about them. People care that if you care about yourself.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's really a big big point there by being a social media manager. Because if you don't go out, if you have a business, if you're trying to make, because before when I tried to make a business, I was just trying to make automation, right? No, you can't. If you want to build a business, you have to show up first. You know,
you have
if
to
you want
make
to
the
make
interactions with people.
Yes.
Yeah.
No matter what, people buy from people. So,
yeah, 100%. That's definitely what I've learned from my time on Instagram. It's like the amount of connections that you make within your direct messages is so influential on the business that you can actually put out, if that makes sense. Because your real fans and your truest fans aren't the ones that are looking at your content every day. They're the ones that are ingrained, and they want to know what you're doing in your life. They want to know what you feel like about a particular topic or anything like that. They're so interested in you, and that's really lovely to feel needed and feel like people really, really want your value and your opinion. Potentially, like whereas before you might have, you said you're confident in your singing. Were you singing kind of your own songs, or were you singing other people's songs? Because that kind of leads on to my next point.
Both.
Oh, both. Okay. Because like when you're singing someone else's songs, it's not your message. Like when you're able to preach your message and people are receiving it well, that gives you the utmost amount of confidence, I think, and I hope you agree.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Actually, if I sing somebody else's songs, I need to practice first. But if I sing my own song, because I pour everything, my emotion, while creating that song, so it just go like that. So yeah, I agree what you said.
So what has been something that, I mean, you've grown an amazing account on Instagram and you have this really clear branding. Did you have to work hard to kind of create your branding? You said you weren't a designer. Kind of where did you look for inspiration to then create your own brand and to keep it consistent and all that kind of stuff?
Actually, for that, I'm still not really struggling, right? It's just I'm trying to find my way. Because if you go to my Instagram, Ramone Sinkes, if you go scroll down, my branding was really good actually back then. It was white, red, and black. The color is the same, right? It's colored the same. But towards the time, it's just like, I think I want to try this. I want to try that. I want to try this. Now I'm into videos now. I'm into talking in the camera right now. So I don't really post carousels. I don't really post single posts right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, for branding itself, I don't want to say I'm struggling, but I don't really find my soul on my own branding right now. But yeah, I'm really trying to do videos right now. So I really hope I can see this gonna be consistent branding, that kind of stuff for that.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a way that you can kind of bring the two together, video and your own personal branding from your page. Maybe if it's in the way that you create your thumbnails or your cover photos for these videos and different things like that, potentially. That might be the way to tie it back in.
Yeah, because back then, when I did have a good branding color, good branding, the white, black, and red, my growth was spectacular. If I'm really trying to find, if I'm really trying to grow my page, my growth was like 100 per day, I think.
That's
100
huge.
per day, like huge. One time it was 200 per day, because people love aesthetic profile, right? People love that. So over time, I don't feel like, oh man, I don't really want to get followers right now. I'm really trying to enjoy myself, and I'm really trying to entertain people too. That's why I'm creating reels that's really funny with the wigs and stuff, because I want to connect with people. And then the conversion for that is not followers. My growth is just like maybe 5 a day, 10 a day. But conversion to sales is more. Why? Because I'm there. I'm
wow, that's really interesting. Yeah.
I'm in video.
I wouldn't have thought that would be the case, but yeah.
It's like last video, actually, 2 days ago. Let me check. It was 2 days ago, I think, right? Let me check. Yeah, 2 days ago. I was posting about how people sell an iPhone. They say like, oh, this is iPhone, has cameras, blah, blah, blah. But actually, when you sell, you just like, hi, how can I help you? Something like that, right?
Yeah, that personal connection is the way that you sell. And that was a really good statement that you made with that video. I like that a lot.
And 5 minutes after I posted the video, one person would buy my product. 5 minutes after that, like literally a conversion, right? So I was like, see, that's the thing. I want to make impact. It's not just sales, right? I want to make impact, because when you see videos, even though you don't get a lot of sales, but I can give them like, I can entertain them. So I can make them like, oh, this guy can relate to my story, something like that. So yeah, that's why it's not gonna be the same with the growth, with the branding growth, but I'm happy with it.
Yeah, you're happy. Yeah. Right, we're back in. Here's my next question, and that kind of ties in back to what you just said. How can designers that want to be freelancers, that are trying to market themselves on Instagram, how can they convert more people into clients using anything that you've kind of used over time? What was your you've kind of just said it in the video, was your biggest converter? If you're a designer, video is potentially not the most impactful thing that you can put out. How can designers market themselves in a way to get clients?
Oh, actually, this is there's this question really tied with a question that I had 2 weeks ago. A designer from India, I think, he was struggling that he doesn't really get clients on Instagram, even though he got pretty good views there. So when I see their Instagram, he's posting how to, what do you call that? How to design this on Photoshop, how to design that for Photoshop. So I asked him, do you get any clients? He said, no, never, not yet. That's what I said. Okay, so what's your purpose here? What's your target audience? Who are they? Are they designers? And he said, sorry. He said, no, my clients, I want clients that business owners. That's what he's like. Well, if you want business owners clients, if you're teaching them on how to design, it doesn't make any sense, because the business owners just want product, you know. Business
Yeah.
owners just want something's done.
And you're telling them with that video of how to do something on Photoshop, you're telling them how to cut you out.
Yeah, right.
Here's how you do it yourself. Here, there you go. Instead of paying you, you're paying for them in essentially not having to pay someone else.
Exactly. So you're like giving this wall, like, hey, I give you this tool, you don't have to pay me. This like, without even you telling them that, right? So it's like, so if you wanna attract designers and then you want them to buy your ebook, if this type of content, you can post this type of content because that's your target audience. But if you want them to hire you, then make something that's beautiful, and then maybe you can share something that's useful for a small business, like what I did, you know, like what I do. Actually, I'm sharing about how to convert clients, how to be on Instagram, but I design content that I don't want to say pretty, because if you compare with the other designers, mine is just not really cool, you know.
Well, you focus on presentation. That's what you could say.
I'm focused on that. But people see my target clients is not big clients. My target clients is just small there, because I know my capacity, right?
Yeah.
So when they see that, they will hire me because I'm talking about something that they can relate to, which is business. And then I'm creating this beautiful design. So they think like, I think I'm gonna hire this guy because
He knows what
like,
he's on about, and he knows what good looks like.
I know. So it's like, so you have to know your target clients first if you wanna be successful on as a freelancer on Instagram, and
100%.
then and then you have to create beautiful design at least nine posts on Instagram, because that's what you make it full of the whole page on Instagram, right? Your profile, at least 9. But you have to post every day, you know. But then don't post just because you have to post. Post because you create something beautiful, so people can see your effort. So yeah. Then you have to have clear target audience if you want to make your other designer as your clients. Well, you have to create something like how-to videos or any type of carousel that's teaching about design. But if not, you're not gonna get clients, you know.
Yeah, because you got to think about if your ideal audience came to your profile. So let's say it is that business owner that you're trying to get them to hire your services. They come and approach this, and they see that video that's like, here's how to do something in Photoshop. They instantly say to themselves, oh, this isn't for me. Like, this what I'm looking at, this content isn't made for me. So I must be on the wrong profile. I'll go and give my business to somebody else that is actually offering the services that I need. So if you're confused why you're not converting clients and your approach is off, just really think about who your target audience is and if you're actually playing to their needs. That's a nice way to bring that back around.
Yes.
So a lot of, at the moment, it's very trendy to be self-employed and be a freelancer. What have you kind of found from doing your various different jobs that might actually come as a surprise to people? What's kind of not advertised as like the perfect be your own boss kind of life? What is there that people have to come to expect if they're going to be a freelance designer or an entrepreneur like yourself?
Your first 2 months for term for first 3 months probably is gonna suck. Probably you're gonna drink a lot of water and not even eating just to pay bills. That's you have to expect that. You have to expect that your first client's gonna be mad at you. My first client was bad, bro. It was bad. I feel bad if I know where he lives, or you know, where I can meet him, I will change the the project that I did.
Yeah.
But yeah, my first client, it's not supposed to be, but it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be horrible, actually. but you have to learn from that. You just don't like stop just because it's horrible. That's mean it's not gonna work, you know. So you have to expect that. And then there is level in life. There's level in business, and every level, the win is gonna be stronger. So you have to be prepared for that. So if you think the first month is horrible enough, and then you stop, you're not gonna be ready for the next step. So if first step is ready, the second step is gonna be more is gonna be worse. The next step is gonna be worse. So yeah, you have to be ready for that, and don't just think about sales. And sales is, we have to think about big like really selling your product or your services, but think about how you can improve your skills, because if you're not improving, the sales not gonna come, you know. You have to improve yourself, you have to improve back end and front end too. So yeah, it's a lot to do here, but it's, you have to make this not a job. You have to make this activity, it's like your life. Because if it's a job, you're not gonna be happy, you know. But if it's your life, no matter what, when you wake up, you're gonna think about that. Before you sleep, you're gonna think about that. So
you haven't really got an option to switch off. If you're going to be a entrepreneur or a freelancer, you have to be willing to go through all the grit to get to the good part. If I understand what you're trying to say. And
yes.
And this is the thing, you touched upon it there when you were talking. A lot of business savvy people say to invest in yourself. Kind of, how have you kind of invested in yourself over the years? And then as a second question after that, how can designers then invest in themselves to improve their business acumen?
Invest in yourself, learn something, books. Actually, if you want to learn something, don't just learn on Instagram. Don't just learn on YouTube. Learn in books, because when you read books, somebody created that book, and then somebody already edited that book, and then there's the whole team editor to see that book, if it's a book is gonna sell, or you know, it's gonna be value, you know.
Yeah.
Because in YouTube, even though they have a good content, or in Instagram, even though they have a good content, amazing person, but there is no team there. They have different purpose for creating content, right? So you have to have books to read and just do it. After you see the books, start doing it. I know it's gonna be hard, but it is what it is, right? If you want to build a business, either die or go home, I guess. That's what it is. And pray. If you're a religious, pray, because no matter what, your family gonna turn on you. Your wife, your spouse, your husband's gonna turn on you, because you're not gonna have money for the first months, right? Everybody's gonna turn on you. They'll be like, "What are you doing this?" You know, because they don't see your vision.
Yeah.
You know, they only see what's working for them, which is maybe they're making $100,000 a year, right? But then your vision is making $1 million. You know. So if your vision making $1 million, why are you listening to the people that has a vision only making $100,000? You know, so just keep keep doing you, be passionate about it, and then pray because this is hard.
No, I like your honesty, and I like how you're just saying how it is, because there's a lot of people out there that kind of sugarcoat everything, and they make you believe that the journey is going to be a walk in the park kind of thing. And you are telling us literally you're going to struggle. You're going to have to delve deep. People are going to start to hate you because you can't make any money. And you just got to be prepared for those kind of eventualities. But what you said about with the books, I think the way I look at books, it's amazing, because you've got someone that's worked their entire life to actually write a book. Like, writing a book is a huge milestone in a lot of people's career. You don't just get to write a book because you want to. It's like you have to be at a certain level of individual and in your career to write a book. So if you can download someone's knowledge by reading a book, like someone's entire life work, that is where your value is. Someone that potentially is putting out something on YouTube or Instagram that's not even being reviewed by a review team, you can't trust the information that you're going to be reading. Even though it is amazing for things like little hacks or tips or things people don't tell you, little ways to do things on Photoshop. I mean, this is what YouTube and Instagram is kind of built for. If you really want to invest and make sure your value, the value that you're putting into yourself and that you're educating yourself with is trusted, books are 100% on the way to go.
Yeah, it's just blow my mind that the knowledge is there. You can find all the knowledge you can have in this world by reading just one book, actually. So yeah, just read anything. If you want to learn about how to make money, just go to Audible if you're like really, really busy, and then find the books that how to make money there. They literally tell you step by step, actually. Properly, they will actually step by step. It's just there. People think like, I don't know how to do it, how to make a business. Just invest yourself in a book, pay $30 in a book, and that's it. You just go from there, you know.
Have you seen in your kind of experience on trying to sell products, how tight people can be? Like, have you had conversation with people in the DMs and they're really passionate about what you're providing? They just don't want to make that kind of investment, whether it is $10, $20, $30. How tight are people when it comes to actually, even if they know that it's going to provide so much value to themselves?
So investment. So I always tell people, like, if you want to make money, you have to spend money, you know. So I don't think everybody has money. It's impossible if you don't have money. Because if you don't have money, you're not gonna create content in Instagram. Because you have to have Photoshop, you have to have Canva, right? That's money, right? So everybody has money. So it's just how can you make something your priority? Yeah, do you know what I mean? So if your priority to build a business, to build a company, like right, I'm trying to build my emailing list. So I have to sign up with the MailChimp or something else to build that, right? Or I'm trying to sign up for the text, you know, like Gary Vee thingy. When you text, it's gonna have. I'm gonna make that too, right? Actually, I have to invest for that. I think monthly. So you have to invest to make money. So if you don't understand that concept, you're not gonna grow. You're not. So even though
that's a valid point.
Yeah, if you don't understand that, if you really I used to be that, actually. I used to be that person. So I'm not gonna lie that I'm really still I'm still trying to do that, actually. But after I see, like, why would I spend time 2 hours, 3 hours to find free stuff, and then you can just find $20. Like, people already made it for you, and $30 I can make something better than just trying to find free stuff, you know. In 3 hours I can make $100 already, you know. So, like, why would I do that, you know? So you have to understand the value of money before do anything else.
Because this is the thing, people are prepared to have a takeaway every weekend. They're prepared to put their money in the things that they have value in. And I think if you're a good salesperson and you're good at marketing, you can convince someone the value in your product. But a lot of the time, people aren't able to see it because it's like undetermined. They don't know if they're gonna, if they read that, what will they get from it? It's kind of a little bit hit or miss. They're kind of like shooting their shot in the dark. Whereas, like, if they want to get a takeaway, they know exactly how it's going to taste. They know it's going to fulfill their Saturday night. If that makes sense. But I think it's it takes a big mindset shift to be a person that invests in themselves. And I think you have that in yourself. How can people learn to have a mindset to want to invest in themselves?
So yeah, well, if you really want to buy something, actually, right? It's just you have to do a research for probably. Let's see people if they have good testimonials, if there's a certain coaches that have a good relationship and stuff like that. So you have to do research first, but don't just be scared to spend money if you wanna grow. Because if you don't do, it's like this. If I had a coach to do Instagram before, I paid his courses and then we talk in the DM because I know I couldn't do it. Which is good that I gain 100, sorry, I gain 1,000 followers in 1 month, and I made money from that. I think I made 3,000 from there just by paying $10 or $20 a course. But I understand the concept already, right? So we're thinking like, oh, I don't have money. I only have $20. I'm gonna eat today. If I spend $10, it's complicated. Just think about this. If I have $10, right? If I pay this guy, can this guy make me another more money from it? Just think about that. Just don't think about what am I gonna eat tomorrow. If this $10 can make you $200, that means it's worth a lot. That's why I was like, man, this guy. I think that guy. Actually, that dude, your course is amazing. Like, literally, I paid $10, $20 actually, and then I made 3,000 that month.
Yeah, I mean,
just
that's the
unbelievable.
thing, because people, their return on investment, they want, if they're spending $10 outright, they want an instant investment back into themselves, or like if a return on investment back into themselves. And I think people kind of have to prepare themselves that return on investment might not come in the first week, might not come in the first month. You getting that value and investing in yourself, it could take a while for you to actually see that return on investment. So you got to dig deep and just learn that if you are really, really hungry to be successful, you're going to have to suffer for a bit. You're going to have to put your money into places that you're potentially not sure that it's going to work out for you. And I think having that mindset is very, very important.
Yeah, invest in yourself. It's like when you try to lose weight, right? You cannot just lose weight. You have to buy organic stuff, which is more kind of expensive actually, right? So, and then if you want to have a big muscles, you have to pay for the protein, but the investment that you pay for that, you get big muscles, or maybe you can make more money from the competition. So you have to see the return, not just the investment. How much I'm gonna spend? No, but you have to see how much I'm gonna get with this investment. So yeah, you have to have that mentality.
Yeah. The next thing I want to ask you is kind of goes hand in hand with people being confident in their own abilities. How do you know what your competitive advantage is over other people? Because this is quite important for young designers who are trying to sell their services. How do you know your competitive advantage?
I usually see you should do trial and error to do something, So like me, I didn't know that I'm confident in the camera until I do it, So if you're a designer, because every designer has different style, right? So, or every designer has a different area. There's a
process and different fields. Yeah,
different field. There's a app designer or other things, So you just have to try it, because every tool, you will see the tools that you use is gonna see like if I use Photoshop, and then when I go to illustration, I feel so confused. So I choose Photoshop better, So yeah, you have to see the tools, you have to see the field, you have to be probably comfortable first in one area before you go to the other area. So yeah, I think you should see that, and then you will see your advantage from that. Because when you're comfortable, you're gonna feel like, oh, I'm gonna do better, you know, and after that you're gonna try another one. So yeah, you have to see your comfort zone first, then get out from there.
So for your advice is for young designers, if you're trying to learn and try to sell your services, but you don't know where to start, or you don't know how to get that competitive advantage, niche down on something. Is that kind of what you're saying? And then once you've kind of got that into a point where you're comfortable, then you can try something else and kind of broaden your skill set.
Kind of. That's actually what I'm saying. Actually,
yeah.
Try something like, I think this is what I'm looking, you know, and then just dig deep, and then be comfortable there. And then if you want to get out and then want to expand your skills, then get out. But you have to have comfortable skill first, because no matter what, niche down is really important. No matter what, because you cannot just get everything that you have. You can, but it's gonna be harder, you know.
Yeah.
It depends on your. It's really hard. It's really hard. So you have to niche down.
For entrepreneurs, I'm sure that you probably wouldn't have to niche down if you were good at, like, if you had like a standard level of ability, and you just wanted to be like an internal designer at a company, and you were going to kind of build your level up as you go, and you've got other seniors that are kind of training you. You need kind of like an average kind of level standard of a lot of different things. But if you're going to be selling your own services, being good at just one thing is going to help you stand out from the crowd.
Exactly. So like right now, I'm doing a lot of stuff, right? It's because I got demand from it. You know, if you have clients that demand you another thing, I think there's a billionaire said, if you don't know something, then somebody wants you to pay for it, do it and learn it while you're doing it. I think Branson, I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
So you can do that too, but you have to know one skill that you're comfortable with.
Yeah. Also, just on that as well, though, if someone's trying to pay you, if someone's trying to get a service from you that you're not 100% comfortable with, make sure that the money is worth it for you to be able to spend that time to learn it as well, because you don't want to be putting in way too many hours than the return that you're getting back. You don't want to have to try and learn something on the spot, and you put in every single hour into it when they're only paying you 4 hours per day, let's say.
Yeah, that's what my first client. So I think he paid me $1,000. He wanted me to make a website, like what do you call it, e-commerce website. But his vision, when I was doing that, his vision was, he was trying to make Amazon type of website. I was like, for $1,000. But yeah, you have to understand, for me that $1,000 was big.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Was really
especially if
big.
you're starting out, you think, oh my god, this is actually giving me a chance to actually do what I want to do, and I can turn my passion into a job and all this kind of stuff. And you're kind of like blinkered by the money. You're like, oh my god, I really need to be able to do this job. So then someone's saying, can you do this and this and this and this? And you're like, yes, of course, I'll do all that stuff. But you need to be smart. You need to say no to a job that you're not capable of doing in the time frame and to the budget that they have.
That's good advice, Jacob. You have to understand that. Yeah, that's true. Because I did that job. Actually, I was visioning it. I will finish the job like actually a month, but it ended up for 3 months. So it was like $1,000 divided by 3 months. It's like $300 a month. I was like, it's not worth it. So
no.
You have to understand your client, the projects, and your skill.
Yeah.
So when you want to learn, try to learn that at least you know something about it. You know. So yeah, that was funny.
So obviously we've talked about a lot of kind of stuff, and you've said how open you are to changing the direction of your path. You say you kind of want to go into video. What else do you kind of see yourself going into in the next couple of years? I saw that you started a YouTube channel. Where do you kind of expect that to be going? Is that your next?
Yeah, I did the YouTube channel. So, but yeah, I kind of busy this week. But yeah, I'm trying to build the YouTube channel for my blog. Actually, it's my personal life and stuff, so people can see that how I grow myself as a person and my skill, because I'm filming myself there too, right? And then
Yeah.
people can see who I really am, because I'm literally gonna videoing myself or recording myself, my day to day,
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to build that. I'm not really trying to build my YouTube for my another income, actually. No, it's just for me and for fun.
Okay.
Because I love have fun. But yeah,
Yeah.
for the future, my goals really is actually my goal is not really trying to build agency. No, I'm not.
Mm.
I really try to have a freedom of doing something, because if I make an agency, I don't think I have a freedom there, because I have to hire somebody and I have to be the boss, I have to control my company and stuff. So I want to
Yeah.
have automation income, either anything, ebook, email marketing, affiliate marketing, and property. Yes, I'm really trying to be around that.
Yeah. And so how profitable is having like a digital product that someone can buy and not having to, like, obviously with a physical product you have to ship it and all that kind of stuff. Um, is it beneficial to have a digital product if you're trying to be a freelancer? Do you recommend that? Because then people don't just have to work for their money. A product is sitting there that people are constantly buying.
See, I think having a digital product is very important in 2020 to 2021 right now, because it can be literally gonna be your main income from
Mm.
that. You just have to be like gamble, you know. What I mean by gamble is you just try to, like what I said, invest earlier, right? When you have
Yeah.
$100, make sure you're gonna have a return from that. So you create digital income. If you have $100, put it in the ads and then make a return from it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think uh, to have a digital product is very important in today,
Mm.
because uh, when you have digital product, you just have to play with the uh, investing mentality
Yeah.
with the ads. And
Yeah.
then if you really, really want to make a bigger community, you can use your social media to show up more and then
Mm.
get organic traffic. So yeah,
Nice.
digital product is very important, because uh,
It
you
just
don't have
runs in
to
the
work
back end,
for it.
doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. You make it
Yeah,
once.
yeah. Just make once, and then you just work for the back end, which is just have money and then invest it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
What
it's
kind
not,
of what kind of types of products could you make, let's say, as a designer? Could you give us any kind of like examples or tips um, when you're
because the
thinking of
designer,
making
you
them?
have to have, as I said earlier, you have to have a good, clear uh, audience first,
Mm.
clear target audience, target clients. Once you have that, if you wanna create a course for our template, which is your target audience is gonna be other designers
Yeah.
or designers that's just starting up, you
Mm.
know. And then from there, you can niche down too. Maybe like Instagram guru that needs a template. You can sell it on Etsy actually.
Oh, can you? You can sell
Yeah,
digital products on Etsy. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can sell Etsy, uh, eBay, I think, but Etsy. A lot of people you sell Etsy, and Creative Market, something like that.
I
They
think
pick
even I think even Amazon have you can sell digital products on Amazon now. I think it's not very well marketed, but I saw an advert on it the other day actually.
wow, that's cool. See,
Yeah.
uh,
Um,
that's 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 the thing. Yeah, you need to have a clear audience first, target audience. Because
mm.
if you attract a lot of audience, let's say you have 10,000 audience in
Mm.
your Instagram, but your product is like, because I see a lot of designers are making creating content about design, but they sell Instagram growth. No, no, that's just bad. Actually, it's really bad. I don't think you're gonna sell that
Mm.
because it's not connected. It's not connected at all. So you have to have a clear target audience, and then you can create something that will benefit them, which is the best thing that you can do is template right now. It's easy to use, and then you can target all businesses, especially small businesses, because they say small because it's just only 1 to 3 people, right? And then they're so busy, and then you have to teach them like, oh, you have to create, you have to make this template so you can make a full 30 days plan for your content, something like that. So yeah, I think template is better for designers right now. Easy to use, easy to make, and then they make a lot of money from template too.
Are you well versed in kind of like, you know, Tom Ross? Do you know Tom Ross?
Yeah.
He's like the CEO of Design Cuts, and Design Cuts is one of the biggest libraries for buying design elements. Like I think he does fonts on there. I think there's like Photoshop brushes and all that kind of stuff. Are you well versed on that? Do you know how viable that is as a product to sell?
Well, if you can make that, why not? You know, if you can make that, because you mean like a plugin for Photoshop, something like that.
Yeah.
You can make that. That's better, because like before Photoshop didn't have the background. You know, the one-click background become the transparent. They didn't have that before. Somebody made that. So you can make millions but you have to understand. You have to team up with the coder, with the developer for that. You know,
and that goes back to what we said, and it's kind of a full circle. And you need to be able to invest in the kind of the people to teach you how to make stuff, so that you can actually sell it.
So
let's say you wanted to create a font for people to use, and you don't know how to make fonts. You might have to download a course that costs you, let's say $50 to learn that. But then think about the return on investment on that, because then you can make any amount of fonts that you want, and you can sell them, and it's kind of goes up and up and up, doesn't it?
Yeah, because you have to see your situation too, right? I was alone. I have a wife, so my mindset until right now, I want to make money. You know. So that's what kind of what my mindset is. But if you have a parents that's really supportive, even though you don't make money, and then they're still supportive, why not? You know, you can learn something instead of going to college, spend 4 years of your time taking math, even though you're trying to make design. Doesn't make any sense, right? You can just take a course, $1,000, pay for it, and then be a master for something that you're really passionate about. I think that's better. So yeah.
Lovely. I really like that. I'm going to wrap up the video very, very soon. I just wanted to ask you, what's your biggest piece of advice for anyone that's trying something new?
Try something new. Wow. The biggest advice. If you want to try something new, try it until you can feel that you did it. Do you get it? Because if you try it and then you fail something and then you just stop, you cannot tell people that, oh, I did it. You tried it, but you failed, you know? Because you cannot fail if you don't stop, right? So if you try something, just keep doing it. You will see what happened. Because if you stop, you cannot see what happened, right? So yeah, try until you can say that you did it.
There's a quote that I'm trying to remember. I can't remember it, but yeah, it was about, if you don't stop trying and you see like a little setback as a way to get better, then you will never fail, if that makes sense, because you're constantly improving, and that's ultimately your goal was to get better at that thing. If you're failing, you learn lessons from it and you get better, which ultimately, you go full circle and you have got better, which was your ultimate goal in the first place. I love that. So I have to say a massive thank you for you coming on today, Ramone. It's been really nice to just kind of get into your brain, think about how you think, how you see business, how you put yourself into your entrepreneurial kind of mindset, how you will try anything if it's going to make you some money, and you're not prepared to kind of fail, and that's a really nice mindset. Where can people find you?
Oh, you can find me on my Instagram, Ramone Sinkes, at Ramone Sinkes. So that's where I hang out most of the time. So
I'll put that down below in the description.
Okay. If I don't really post there, it's just because I don't post. But I'm always hanging out there on the DM. Okay. If you need anything, if you wanna just catch up, or if you wanna go to Clubhouse when I have invites, I will invite you. So yeah, just hang out here. You don't have to follow me. Just hang out in the DM, then we'll catch up.
Awesome. So, yeah, because Ramone puts out a lot of good content about business. It's often, now that he's got into this video realm, he's making a lot of funny content. He's actually pretty much a comedian at this point. I love his reels that he's putting out at the moment. So yeah, make sure to go and follow Ramone if you enjoyed this conversation and everything like that. I'm going to wrap up the video on YouTube right now. However, if you are interested and you want a little bit more fun, we are going to be doing a quickfire questions kind of segment in the audio only. So if you listen on Spotify, on Google Podcasts, on Apple Podcasts, anywhere that you get your podcasts, make sure to stay around, because we're going to be going into that very, very shortly. But yeah, if you are viewing on YouTube, then thank you so much for watching so far. Thanks so much for everyone who's made it this far in the show. It was amazing to speak to Ramone and understand his entrepreneurial mindset, the way he approaches business, and how he's just fearless about creating something in his life. I hope you can all find something educational to take from today's episode. I really can. And if you want more educational content about design, go and follow me over on Instagram at hedges.design. Make sure to tell me that you've been listening. You can also find Ramone on Instagram too. I'll leave his handle in the description below. If you're watching on YouTube, that's it for today. However, if you want to stick around and hear the exclusive quickfire questions that Ramone and myself are going to be asking each other, make sure to go and listen on Spotify, iTunes and Anchor, like I said before. Thank you again for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your wonderful day.